Have you ever noticed why some people move in a whole different way? Their aura or their energy truly, really amplifies in a room for a reason, and everyone's looking at them for a reason. It's because they worked on themselves. It's because they focused on growing and not fixed on, like, just staying stagnant. Because reality is, guys, everything is energy, and you're the prize. If you want to attract the right opportunities, if you want to, you know, attract the right people, the right career path, the right business partners, the right social circle, all that comes down to you as a human being, right? Who do you want to become? Everything comes down to you. You are the prize. You have your own story. Whatever cards you're dealt, you have to love them no matter what, because if you don't show yourself love, you're not going to show people the love that they truly need. And if you genuinely are an amazing human being, it doesn't matter how life treats you. You got to show up every single day being humble, being grateful, and showing a lot of kindness and care to the people, even if they do you wrong, no matter what, because that's what a good human being does. And if you're in a field where you're constantly trying to help out people, impact the world, you must improve your energy. You must improve your character on a daily basis. You can't let comfort, you can't succumb to, like, you can't let yourself be in that comfortable position every single day. You must understand that the way we make decisions, the people we surround ourselves with, the environment we're in, the foods that we consume, the information we consume, all of that, the wisdom we consume, right? All of that comes down to energy. Is it serving you or is it not serving you? You are the prize for a reason. This is your story. If you truly want to become someone who wants to make an impact on this world, or wants to be more kind, who wants to be able to, become more intelligent, attract a social circle where you're so charismatic to be able to walk up to anyone and be like, hey, that's a beautiful shirt you got there. What's your name? My name's T-Pan. Oh, nice to meet you. Okay, cool. And then you start up a conversation, asking about their interests, and you move on. Life is moving on every single day, and life does not wait for anyone. So it's your duty, whether if you're a man or a woman, you gotta understand who you want to become no matter what, because you are the prize. If you want to be able to be a better person, you gotta improve every single day, even if it's small or big. It all compounds in a long trajectory in the next 5 to 10 years, even the next 2 years. Let's just take fitness for example, right? You start the gym, you're looking to lose weight or even add muscle. Imagine you going consistent for the next 6 or 12 months, 3 to 6 times a week. You know how amazing your body's going to transform if you actually eat healthy, if you actually progressively overload, if you actually be consistent with every single task that you do when it comes to the gym and improving your health, improving your physique. There's a drastic change that's going to happen. When I first went to the gym the first 2 years, I saw the most drastic changes to my body, and people were complimenting me left and right. Now I need to focus on, of course, improving my muscle mass. Like, look at that. I'm still small. I'm literally too small. But I'm so grateful for the fact that, I'm always growing on a daily basis. A lot of people don't like to overly optimize, but you gotta understand, if you're so delusional and you want to achieve something amazing, you need to have that mindset where you always have to over optimize. It might not be fun, but at the same time, I look at it as like, okay, how can I treat my future family the best? How can I treat my current family the best? How can I treat them to dinners? How can I, pay their bills? How can I become the best version of myself? So whenever someone comes to me, I'm able to give the most concise, helpful information for them to actually improve their lifestyle, to move into the right direction. I want everyone to move the needle. I want everyone to change how they perceive themselves, because you got to understand, the subconscious mind as well as the conscious mind is very important. The way we tell ourselves certain things right now will subconsciously, you'll start to create these patterns in your mind, which will be subconscious in in the future, the next 3-6 months, right? So for example, if you keep telling yourself, oh, I'm a loser, I'm tired, I don't got shit going on in my life. Well, look, guess what? You're already feeding into the lies, because you're an amazing human being. Everyone just has different timelines. Everyone has internal resistance. Everyone has internal bottlenecks that they need to solve. You gotta understand, all of this is energy-based, guys, right? You're feeding yourself negative energy. You're giving yourself negative energy by just giving yourself those negative affirmations. But if you tell yourself, you know what, I'm on the pathway of greatness, I'm on the pathway of understanding who I am as a person, I'm on the pathway of making 10K per month, that is positive, more positive, right? But if you want to go to the next level, really shifting your identity, because like I said, energy is very important. Learn more about that. I could explain a whole different in a whole different video, but you gotta come to a conclusion, like you are the prize and you are valuable, and you can't let certain people really move you because you're a rock, right? Whether you're in a relationship too, you gotta understand there's two people. You have to be able to, as an individual, improve yourself, because it's so selfish not to improve yourself, right? If you want to get into a relationship, improve yourself no matter what. It doesn't matter if it's small or big. Improvements need to be made at least on a weekly basis, whether it's through your communication, whether it's through your physique, whether it's through you learning a new skill set like cooking, whether it's you learning a skill set on how to communicate better or negotiating better, because all that comes down to you as an individual. You're improving yourself, and once two individuals, some people talk about 50-50 relationships. I don't believe in that bullshit. There's never going to be a 50-50 relationship. Majority of the time it's going to be like 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. But if you want to be the best power couple, right, like I said, you're the prize, but if you also want to be able to be in a relationship and have a power couple, or be that power couple, right, you got to think of it like this. If you improve yourself on a daily basis, and you act like you're the prize, and you want to be the best version of yourself and be able to be there for people, both partners need to improve every single day, right? Because once one person is improving and the other person is improving, that's 100% plus 100%, which is a 200% relationship. Both sides are going to be loving, caring, kind, no matter what, because you guys are constantly understanding who you are on a daily basis. And on top of that, it comes down to, to be able to be in a relationship, what I notice is you got to learn how to understand someone, even if it takes so long, because everyone goes through bullshit in life. Everyone has these lies that they tell themselves every single day. When you start to improve yourself, you start to get that what's the word? Awareness, self-awareness. You start to really be aware of what's going on in your mind, how you're treating people, how you're showing up for yourself. Because if you keep saying, yeah, I'm gonna do a workout 6 days a week, but you don't do it and you do 5 days a week, you're gonna beat yourself over and over again each week, because you're missing a workout and you're not showing up for yourself. And it's telling yourself it's okay to miss it. I'm a loser. I'm not gonna be able to, hit 6 days a week. And that negativity is gonna come crashing down, and your energy levels are gonna be a mess, right? And people notice energy levels every single day. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you come into a room and you don't speak. People notice if you have confidence in the way how you walk, the way you dress. All that is very important. God dang, I saw a big bug, but I don't know where it went. But all of this is energy, right? You gotta be so grateful for everything, guys, honestly. And like I was saying, you're the prize. It comes down to energy. It comes down to the decisions you make, the awareness you have about yourself, and to become the best version of yourself. I'll give you some actionable steps every single day, right? It doesn't matter how long it takes. Let's just say 10 minutes a day. Read an article about communication. Read an article about relationship. Read an article about physical health, hitting the gym, or watching a video, whether it's something super helpful, because you gotta understand, when you implement something new, you're gonna see drastic changes in your life, right? And then on top of that, one thing is, I really recommend someone to at least implement this, like even if it's once or twice a week, every Sunday, journal about how your week went, or even you could do journaling. You could even journal daily, on a daily basis, essentially, because that's super helpful too. Another thing is hitting the gym, whether it's doing like a home workout or hitting the gym like at least 2 times a week or 3 times a week. It gives your body like a better understanding of like, okay, my body's changing, whether it's coming through like, you doing cardio or you hitting weights, because you want to be able to become more healthier. When you're healthier, you're going to treat yourself way better, and you're going to show yourself more love, and that's going to lead you to showing love to other people, right? Because if you don't treat yourself on a daily basis, or even on like a 2 to 3 times a week basis, when it comes to improving your health, body, mind, physique, relationships, or whatever the case is, you're not gonna treat yourself that well mentally when it comes to like feeding yourself the right affirmations. All of this comes down to you showing up every single day whether it's through small actions, whether it's through different habits you're implementing into your lifestyle. Because once all of this compounds, you'll start to realize you are the prize even more. And you start to realize you want to be able to pour into other people's cups and be able to help people out, because that's the true beauty of being a human being. Being able to work on your purpose, being able to attract the right people, the right opportunities, as well as being able to make an impact on someone's life, whether it's through social media, whether it's through in person, through an interaction, whether it's through being able to just have a normal conversation in a networking room. All this is very important. Choose the right decisions, choose the right environment, choose the right things to be able to like help you be able to like serve yourself in the right position, get yourself in the right position essentially by getting things that serve you in the right way and getting rid of things that don't really serve you at all. That's pretty much it, guys. I hope all of you enjoyed this video. It's just me blabbing about energy levels, having self-awareness, and how you are the prize and why it's very important to actually shift your perspective, because you gotta show yourself self-love, right? For you to be able to show yourself love, it gives you the self-respect for yourself. And that's also going to be very helpful in the long run, because you're going to be able to pour into someone's cup at a way different frequency, meaning you have higher energy levels. It's not coming from a negative scarcity mindset, it's coming from more of an abundance mindset, and someone will definitely see that. And the only way to be able to help someone or to be able to change is to change yourself first. And through your actions, you'll start to see people getting inspired. Once you see people getting inspired, they want to be able to join your journey. And sometimes some people get setbacks and all that, and you're going to be the one who inspires them again to get back up, to keep pushing, because that's what life does. It deals us with a lot of bottlenecks along the way. It deals us with a lot of like setbacks, but that's what the beauty of life is. All the highs and lows. It's like a roller coaster, and you gotta accept changes. You gotta be okay with hard times and good and bad times, and good times and easy times, essentially, right? Because that's the cycle of being a human being, going through these challenges, going through these hurdles, and being there for people, and being able to be creative, being able to impact people, being able to go with your purpose, figuring that out, being able to, find a career that truly serves you. All this truly matters, guys. That's all. Just remember to take it easy and everything will be fine.